A giant kaiju has come down to Earth, and it brought celestial griffins, demonic thorny dragons, and spiritual wyverns to take over the world. I plan to take down this beast, but before I can fight the kaiju, I must first defeat a demonic reaper, a celestial Indominus Rex, Pikkon the Creator, Nova the Destroyer, and the Colossus Elementals. On top of it all, I only have 100 days to complete these challenges. This is 100 days of Primal Fear. I spawned in for the first time and noticed something strange about the dinos on the beach. Oh, there it is. The first sign of Primal Fear. What is this? A male alpha dodo. Dude, that thing did so much damage. Let's get some tools going. It seems the dinos have mutated into much more powerful versions. Oh my god. Look at that giant Pegomastax. Oh god. Holy shit, it's so fast. I killed a few basic girl dodos and crafted a kit to protect myself. Despite the new creatures being bigger in size, I was still able to bowl them and killed my first alpha dino. Oh, that wasn't too bad at all. Ooh, they give you like tools and what the f— I later found out that even if I could trap them, my weapons were too weak to kill them fast enough. This alpha Pegomastax proved to be a serious problem at the start of my adventure. I started killing a few toxic and alpha dodos in the area to gather up some loot. What's a toxic dodo? Toxic hide and toxic blood.
What the hell is even that?
Eventually, I had another epic battle with the alpha Pego. Oh, there it is. Jeez.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Yep. Dude, I can literally... Son of a... Okay, we got it locked. Guys. I'm out. I'm leaving. The alpha Pego was still too strong, so I took out my anger on another dodo. Please die. Hold up, boys. I think I'm forgetting something. I've always wanted to be a big YouTuber. I put in countless hours of grinding, and it's finally led up to this moment. This is how you know I really made it, because this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. This mobile game has been out for a while now, and I know you've heard of it, so why aren't you playing it? Raid just had their 4th anniversary, so as a tribute to 4 years, let's go over 4 of my favorite champions. The designers over at Raid are always killing it, but first is going to be Kalia. And come on, it's for obvious reasons. Bystofus is going to be my second because this legendary champion deals devastating damage and is one of the heavy hitters in Raid. Calvalax is my third, being a poison knight who literally deals damage just by being in his toxic presence. And of course, my fourth is Ursala the Mourner, because we all need a goth girl in our lives. In all seriousness, Ursala has a special ability that can revive your entire team to get you out of sticky situations. Those are my 4 picks, but there are hundreds of more champions to explore. The character selection in this game is crazy. Now, Raid is always getting better, and this year they're introducing live arena PvP, which makes for fast-paced, real-time gameplay. Not only that, you get better rewards from playing live PvP, like new artifact sets and more new legendary champions. With all of this exciting stuff and more coming to Raid, if you haven't started playing yet, then what the hecking heck are you waiting for? Use my link in the description or scan my QR code to get insane bonuses. Things like the epic champion Drake from the Lizardman faction, and other useful things like energy refills and XP boosters. Join the game! What are you waiting for? Now back to the video. What? Dude, where did I started day 2 by placing a few forges and gathering the resources to make metal tools.
Nice.
All the goal is right now is to just kill that damn Pegomastax. I then got impatient and I decided to try one last time to kill the Alpha Pego. You are mine. I crafted a Primal Fear, which has the ability to deal torpor and knock dinos out. I thought maybe I could knock out the Alpha Pego and kill it while I was asleep.
Surprise, mother.
Please, I couldn't get my bola out, dude. I could not get my bola out. After dying to the big fat loser Alpha Pickomastax, I decided to pick up my shit and just move somewhere else. I found a cave, which would be much more safer than living out in the open. I started setting up a campsite when I heard something really scary that almost made me poop my pants. Go on. Yikes.
Oh, hell no!
I can't even lie, dude. I did jump a little. I crafted a metal pick, fired up the forges, and went for a swim to gather some crystal. I then used the crystal to craft a primal smithy, which would be used to make all of the primal items like new kibble and potent narcotics. While I was picking some bushes, I suddenly was ambushed by a pack of raptors. Shit. I was able to knock out 2 of them, but was slain by the final level 150. No, 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 no. I came back and decided I would tame this raptor to accompany me on my journey. Let's just get my body. There you go. Raptor. I took Reptile to explore the outside world when I came across a mysterious giant monkey that I had no idea of what its powers were. Oh my god, look. There's some kind of monkey up there. Like a giant monkey. I was being chillin' when suddenly the monkey launched a huge explosion.
Bruh.
Oh my god, oh my god. After grabbing my kit, I tamed the moss chops that would help me gather berries to tame more dinos. I crafted a few more Primal Spheres when I came across an explosive dodo. There's a Nuka dodo over there.
Hello, motherfucker.
Oh my... Hey, more obsidian. If I wanted to harness the power of these mythical creatures, I needed to start making kibble. My plan was simple. I would tame a bunch of dodos until I had eggs to make toxic kibble, which would let me tame toxic dinos. There you go. On day 4, while searching for more dodos, I once again came across my arch nemesis, the Alpha Pego. I got it. Yes, please die. Yes. Okay, for anybody that like wasn't aware of why I'm so happy that I killed that thing, I died to this thing literally like at least 15 times yesterday. Fat loser. After defeating and teabagging the Pickomastax, I continued on hunting down all of the female dodos to get more eggs. Unfortunately, some of the dodos were in disguise. Another explosive dodo. After a full day of watching dodos have sex, I remembered that I still needed to grow vegetables as it was part of the recipe for kibble. I tamed the Phiomia, which would be useful in making fertilizer for my crops. And by fertilizer, I mean I'm going to use his poop.
Oh, hell no.
On the morning of day 5, I placed down my crop plots near the water in my cave and filled them up with seeds and doo-doo. I then tamed the Parasaur, which would be used as a pack dino to carry heavy resources. We farmed a decent amount of wood and carried it back to our cave on a raft. Whoops. Parasaur would then carry all of the wood back to base. We're gonna have to put some of the wood down.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Throw out these dodos. I crafted a primal pipe, which is a metal upgrade to my primal spear. Look at this. That'll knock anything out. I then finished off the night by farming the metal in my cave and firing up the forges. On day 6, I finally had the ingredients to make my first toxic kibble. Let's make 1 toxic kibble. With this new kibble, I could tame something incredibly powerful and dangerous, like the toxic dodo.
Bruh.
Yeah, to tame the alpha dinos, you need to use alpha kibble, which requires toxic eggs. I think you can see where this is going. Yeah, there we go. Trying to find toxic dinos on foot was going to take way too long, so I went into the mountains to tame an Argentavis. I don't want it. The Alpha Sabertooth, however, didn't like that I was in his territory. Oh! Damn, that scared me. Oh, it's an Alpha Sabertooth. Uh-oh. Really? How did I miss that bola?
I eventually came back and got my revenge on the saber.
Things are tough.
I also had to defend myself against more raptors, but my primal pike came in handy.
Thankfully, this spear is really strong.
In the morning, I trapped an Argent that was high enough for my standards.
Should we just tame it?
Once he was tamed, I killed a few scorpions with my primal pike in order to make a saddle.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is get them pretty low HP, then throw out my RG.
Shut the fuck
I
up!
found my first alpha egg in the wild, which is something I would need a lot more of later.
What's this? Ooh, it's an alpha egg. It's not fertilized though.
I flew to a nearby cave to harvest some crystal, and on my way out, I spotted my first wild dragon.
55, dude, what? I hear something. Dude, look! There's a dragon over there. Oh my god. I'm staying away from that for now.
I made a pit stop at home to make a little more toxic kibble and my first ever alpha kibble.
So we can tame something alpha.
I spent the rest of the day taming any type of dodo I could find.
Perfect.
By the end of day 7, I had a little family that was producing me all the eggs I would ever need.
Oh dude, it dropped an egg. No way. Thank you.
On the morning of day 8, I thought I was going to have another great day, but I had a rude reminder of what mod I was playing. Yeah, Primal Fear is not going to be fun, and we're just getting started. Before heading out to tame another Argentavis, I hatched a few baby toxic dodos just to increase productivity on the eggs.
Are these females? One female, two females. Let's go.
After taming the Argentavis, I also tamed an Ankylosaurus to farm more resources in bulk. This was the day I got my first good look at the demonic dinos terrorizing my world.
This damn monkey. There's 2 of them. There's 3 of them. God damn.
I spent more time raising toxic dodos, and I made sure to kill off the males, cause you know, they can't lay eggs. On day 9, I spotted a second alpha dodo that I kindly asked to join my team. I also took an alpha egg from the ground, and the brachiosaur nearby really didn't like that at all.
I think that Brachio is mad at me. Look, and the toxic carbon or Combonimus is after.
Ooh, I'm dead. I'm dead for sure.
Grab this guy.
I farmed some metal around the outside of my cave, and then proceeded to search for even more alpha dodos.
What's that? It's a male alpha dodo. Perfect. Oh, get slumped in 1 hit. You too. Now we have a breeding pair of alpha dodos, so we can keep breeding.
I also came across a giant mythical rock golem with cannons on its back.
Dude, look at this. Captain Black Boulder. That's got to be racist. Dude, look, this thing's got cannons on his back. That's not even fair.
The Argentavis was nice to fly around on, but it was a little slow for my liking. The Griffin was going to be a much faster mode of transportation. As you can probably tell, I really like these primal pikes.
Yeah, I got it. This spear is so good, dude. Ooh, let's go. Gryffindor. Get it? Like Griffin and then door.
Day 10 is when I really started to see some crazy shit. The dinos were getting nastier and nastier as I headed more inland.
Buffoon Megatherium. Dude, that thing is... What the fudge? Dude, that thing looks crazy. It looks like it's got a griffin face. Oh my god.
I also spotted a level 150 griffin, which I proceeded to tame.
PogChamp! I bet you've never seen anybody tame a griffin like this. Oh, this griffin is actually clapping my griffin. Okay, we got it. Some kind of just like Origin Carno just... Look at this health. It has 111.8 million health. It just spawned from like, I don't know, Jesus spawned it in.
I forgot to record it, but I spent some time collecting cementing paste at the beaver dams.
Can put our paste away. Some more paste.
My cave was starting to get a little crowded with the dodo family growing bigger and bigger.
Oh, you guys look like just like your moms. That's you've got two. Ooh, he laid an egg. Or she.
While flying around, I saw a Rex that was going through depression.
He's depressed.
Looking out into the world, remembering the times when he was once the strongest species that roamed this earth. I farmed a bit more resources before heading back out and seeing what I could find.
There's a spirit dragon, I think. Holy mother of God.
So that right there is a spirit dragon, and the spirit dinos are the strongest dinos you could possibly tame in Primal Fear. Hopefully I'll be there one day. For now, it was time to tame my first real alpha dino.
135 Pogger.
The Alpha Griffin is only 2 tiers above vanilla dinos, but it was still no slouch. The Griffin had 67,000 torpor, and net projectiles do not work on any of the Primal Fear dinos. And he did a ton of damage, so I had to come up with a way to knock out the Griffin without dying to it first. Thankfully, my brain is extremely huge, and I had the great idea of using healing stews to heal my Griffin while I used my Primal Pike to knock it out.
In fact, I can heal while I do this.
And the plan seemed to work out okay.
Can I out-heal it? Okay, yeah, I can out-heal it.
That is, until the Griffin started running away.
Can I touch the tail? Come on! If only my Griffin had a little more balls. Dude, it's at 56,000. 2, 3, 4, 5. Dude, we got 5 hits in. Dude, it's like one more hit. There we go, we got it. How long does this thing take to tame? Right when I said that, I know exactly what to name it. Alpha Griffin.
This right here was a turning point. The Alpha Griffin would speed up my progression by tenfold, and I would start killing fabled dinos to get extremely good loot.
Okay, I killed it in one hit. Let's see what's in this thing. Some good loot. Ooh. Killed it. There, let's see if it dropped anything. Hey! Oh! Ascendant long neck rifle.
The potent narcotics that I'd collected from the fabled dinos were used to make enhanced tranquilizer darts that would be able to knock out elemental and apex dinos, which was the next step in my progression. I used my new tranks to first tame an Alpha Argentavis and an Alpha Griffin to keep as backup dinos. You know, just in case something were to happen to my current Griffin. I also tamed an Alpha Anki so that I could gather more resources per rock.
Let's put in this Alpha Kibble. Yes, sir.
As you can see, the Alpha Dinos are already a hefty upgrade. 10,000 weight, over 1,000 melee. I couldn't wait to see what the next level of dinos had to offer. I spent some time breeding my Alpha Griffins since raised dinos are usually stronger than wild tame ones.
A baby Alpha Griffin. Put some raw meat in them.
The next tier of dinos to tame were the elemental dinos. The easiest elemental dinos to find were the Archaeotypics, Archaeopteryx. I chose to tame the fire ones because they look the coolest. Their eggs would be used to tame apex dinosaurs. On day 14, I placed my first industrial forge.
Let's get a generator. There you go. Let's put all the metal in here and all the wood from the refining forges.
I bred up another elemental baby, and while I was relaxing in my home, I was reminded once again on why I needed to pick up the pace.
There goes the demonic monkey. Wait, it's actually... Dude, it's throwing stuff into my pit.
The demonic dinos were getting closer and closer to the inside of my cave. I started expanding my crafting area and decided to place all of my dodos in a soul terminal.
Should I just... Yeah, I'm gonna cryo all of these.
They would still be producing eggs for me, but I would just have more space in the base to walk around. I spent some time gathering resources like rare mushrooms to make more enhanced tranquilizer darts, and organic polymer to make more industrial structures. While I was out farming metal, I was ambushed by a giant fire-breathing Ferox, and I lost my Alpha Argent and my Alpha Anki.
What? Oh my gosh! I can't grab my Anki. No, no, no. Come here, Anki. He's stuck. I don't want to lose my Anki. Oh my god.
I may be taming new dinos, but I was still at the bottom of the food chain. I tried killing this dino with my griffin, but eventually gave up when I realized I wasn't doing any damage at all. And that's not even considered a strong dino either, as there were still creatures like the primal broodmother roaming the desert.
Holy shit, what is that? Primal broodmother. It has 44 million health. We'll stay away from that.
And if you thought I could just fly away from the dangerous dinos, you'd be wrong, because there's even chaos wyverns that fly just as fast as my griffin.
There's a bunch of dinos. Oh my god! What was that? Dude, that thing is so fast. Holy shit, holy shit. Boys, that thing is so fast. Oh, thank god it went away. No, it's so fast. It's so fast. Bro, this is not even fair. This is literally not even fair. Is it even possible to get away from this thing?
Thankfully, I made just enough maneuvers to get away from the chaotic beast.
Oh my god, did I get away? I think I got away. Yes!
On day 17, I found my absolute favorite dino in Primal Fear, the Indominus Rex.
Oh, wait, it's level 15 and look how much health it has. 600,000 health.
Not only do they look insanely cool, they would be really strong for me to kill a primal boss dino even at level 15. In order to get an Indominus Rex, you need to attack the female and get its HP low enough until it lays an egg.
Give me your egg. Ooh, it laid an egg, didn't it? Yay! Thank you for the egg, biatch.
With the egg in hand, I made my way home, but not before taming a replacement Alpha Enki.
Alphas? 145. Wow! You're mine. Get clapped.
I had enough Archaeos making me eggs, so I made an Apex Kibble and tamed an Apex Argentavis. I could have tamed something a little cooler, but the next tier of dinos above Apex would be the breakthrough point. I did however tame an Apex Griffin that just so happened to be wandering near my base.
It's out. Apexo.
In order to make space for my Indominus Rex to grow, I started constructing a platform over the water area in my cave.
This is solid.
I finished the day by taming another Apex Argentavis,
Apex Legends.
and I was able to hatch 2 baby females that would produce even more eggs.
Please be female. Yes. Dude, Pog. We got 2 females. Look, we got so much girls, man.
I also raised a few more female Archaeos, and I made sure to throw the males into the ocean since they were pretty much useless to me.
Sorry, buddies. You guys are dead.
Rest in peace to all the male dinos from now on. I started day 20 by doing a resource run. I had farmed so much metal that I decided to craft a Primal Forge. This is an advanced version of the Industrial Forge that smelted metal 20 times faster. I spent some time in the snow biome looking for ice feathers as these were needed to make Omega Kibble.
Ice Mega Raptor. 40 ice feathers. That's enough.
Upon returning home, I crafted myself a set of Alpha Flak, which I was sure was going to attract all of the girls.
Damn, look at this drip. We're gonna get so many girls now.
With Apex eggs, you're able to craft both Omega and Fabled Kibble. These higher tier kibble recipes demand more than just one egg, so I continued breeding my Apex dinos for a bigger supply of eggs.
Hello.
And of course, the males were sent to the bottom of the ocean.
Bye forever.
I also made sure to hatch my epic Alpha Indominus Rex.
First Indominus Rex. Holy, wait, 490,000 HP as a baby? Oh my god.
On day 22, I spotted my first Omega Dino.
Boys. An Omega Allosaurus. And it's a female.
I would make sure to come back to this later. For now, I would tame this family of fabled ankylosaurs that had spawned right outside my cave.
135. Dude, there's 3 here. 1, 2, 3. I need to tame all of them, bro.
The fabled dinos not only provide me fabled eggs to tame stronger dinos, they also have the best harvest rates out of any dino in Primal Fear. This means they would be an excellent farming dino. On day 23, I went back to the Omega Allosaurus and knocked it out.
Ooh, it's down.
And then I realized I had left the Omega Kibble at home.
Oh my god, guys. I forgot to Omega Kibble.
On my way back home, I spotted a fabled Therizinosaur that I just had to tame. Fabled Theris would be the best way to harvest the hide and blood off of boss dinos.
There we go.
After stopping at home, grabbing the kibble, and checking on my Indominus Rex, I returned to the Omega Allo and gave it food in return for friendship.
You're mine. Damn, bro, this thing is massive.
Now this moment right here has got to be one of my favorite moments from playing Primal Fear. I had spotted a pair of level 60 Apex Indominus Rexes.
Is that an Apex? That's Apex, right? Yes. Apex Indominus Rex. Oh shit, boys.
I started attacking them to get the female to lay an egg, but the Apex versions had an insane amount of HP.
Oh shit, they do a lot of damage.
Fortunately for me, one of my viewers in my live stream told me that the Rex had already laid an egg. All I had to do was swoop in and steal it.
The egg did drop. Oh my god.
I shot a few tranks to try and lure the mom away, and I thought I had the perfect opportunity to land and grab the egg.
Wait, what if I do this? Oh my god. That was way too close. Holy shit.
After that extremely butt-clenching moment, I stopped by a large metal spawn to test out my fabled Anki's farming capabilities. And just when I thought everything was going right, a Primal Thylacoleo launched an attack on me.
Oh my god, oh my god. No, 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 come on. Dude. Really? Oh shit, it's coming for me. I'm dead, aren't I?
Help me!
I came back on one of my Alpha Griffins and was able to recover both my kit and the Apex Indominus egg I got earlier.
Oh, Jesus!
I threw out an RG and grabbed all the metal from my dead fabled Anki, and we flew home. Just when I thought I had seen it all, I came across a Chaos Megapithecus. I don't even have to tell you how strong this thing probably is, just listen to the audio.
Oh shit.
On day 24, I was out near the Wyvern Trench when I found a male Omega Allosaurus that would make a perfect mate for my female.
There you go.
On my way home, I watched a wild Argentavis drop an egg, and I made sure to grab it for myself.
Did you see that? This Argent just dropped an Apex egg, like out of the sky. It's mine now.
My Alpha Indominus was growing big and strong, but you already know, it's time to hatch the Apex version.
Sick. It's black and red. Oh, look at the health.
I also made sure to breed up some Omega babies for their delicious eggs.
No, bro. We got twins. Fingers crossed. Females. Ooh, let's go.
It's day 26 and I am tired of being the beta of this world. The final ingredient needed in order to tame the celestial and demonic dinos was the blood from a primal boss. And I sure as heck wasn't going to take on the broodmother, so I chose to fight the primal megalodon. I took my Indominus Rex and we started chomping away. The nice thing about fighting the megalodon is that I could get out of the water whenever my HP was low.
It's almost dead. I have to bite it 370 more times.
Nearly half an hour later, my Alpha Indominus had finally killed the primal shark.
It should be dead. There you go. 30 primal hide and 200, almost 310 primal blood. This is going to be really good.
I spent some time upgrading my crafting station as shit was about to get real.
There you go. So we can access all of them. Alright, this is where we'll store all of our resources.
On day 28, my Apex Indominus was finally raised.
Dude, this thing is massive. Let's put a saddle on it. Oh my god, it's so big.
I finally had a dino that was able to kill the demonics that terrorized the start of my adventure.
I'm a little scared, I'm not gonna lie. Let's use this potion. Oh, that was so easy.
But I would not stop here. I had eventually gathered all the resources I needed to make demonic and celestial kibble.
1 demonic kibble.
I quickly headed over to the desert and found myself a level 130 to tame. Demonic dinos do an ungodly amount of damage, so I made sure to float above it while I pelted it with tranks.
I think it knocked out. It's nice. Boys, we got our first demonic. And then 1 demonic kibble. Oh.
The demonic thorny's special ability is to throw explosive thorns from his tail.
Oh my god.
I was about to start having some real fun. That is, until I forgot to power up my thorny dragon and I tried to kill another one.
Oh my god.
I actually really hate this mod. I made a second demonic kibble and tried to find another one to tame, but didn't have any luck. So instead, I took out my anger on some of the bosses in the swamp using my Apex Indominus.
Oh, that was easy.
I even had the chance to kill another Primal Megalodon, which took barely any time at all.
Primal Megalodon. Alright, we got the Indominus, our second Primal Megalodon kill.
On day 32, I found myself back in the swamp harvesting more rare flowers and rare mushrooms. I needed powerful tranks to tame powerful dinos, like this level 130 Celestial Griffin.
Celestial Griffin 130. I swear to God, I'm gonna be so mad if I die.
Celestial Griffin was knocked out pretty easily with my fabricated trank rifle. Anytime he got too close, I would just fly away.
Oh, it knocked out. Nice. Let's do a tame helper. You can give it Celestial Griffin. We'll name it Pancake.
Both demonic and celestial dinos have the ability to power up, which gives additional protection to both the dino and the rider at the cost of stamina.
You deal 150% damage, take 25% less, and are immune to most buffs, but your stamina is draining. Okay.
The Celestial Griffin gave me extreme power, with its ability to launch giant balls of destruction. I was finally able to kill dragons, other celestial dinos,
this thing's dead,
and even the Chaos Megapithecus.
Yep, it's dead. You big piece of shit. You dumb monkey.
I felt almost invincible, as I was sure there was no way I could possibly lose my Celestial Griffin. I then remembered the Origin Carno with millions of HP, and I wanted to see what kind of loot I would get if I killed it. I, however, am very bad at video games. My Griffin had got stuck inside the Carno somehow, and the Origin Dinos do a massive amount of damage.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, get off me. There's no way.
Well, I was down yet another dino. So I wiped my tears away and decided to tame the not as cool Celestial Argentavis.
Celestial Argentavis. I don't want to shoot it too many times and then I hit it.
Oh my god, wait, that was close.
Bro, why is it doing so much damage? Oh my god.
I give a name that you might recognize from somewhere else. The Celestial Argent was obviously not as gangster as the Griffin, but it was still capable of dealing massive damage. Boss dinos like the Alpha Megapithecus or the Manticore stood no chance at all.
This thing's about to get its cheeks clapped.
On day 35, I killed my first 2 Origin dinos. I found out that killing Origins would give me tributes, which I used to summon the bosses of Primal Fear. I spent most of the day breeding up more Fabled dinos and making more Celestial Kibble. I returned to the desert to tame yet another Celestial Griffin, as honestly, I just wasn't satisfied with the Celestial Argentavis. Like, it's just an Argentavis, you know? The Griffin was tamed, given a really cool name.
I'm gonna name this one Waffle.
And we ended up murdering an Argent Carno that was roaming the desert nearby.
Is it dead yet? 5 million? I think a few more shots. Oh, there you go.
These Origin dinos seem to unlock tech engrams, which would give me access to things like a tech replicator or a tech transmitter. Just as I was leaving the desert, I spotted an Omega Reaper, and although I had no use for it, it honestly looks so cool that I just had to tame it.
Oh, what is that? Omega Reaper.
Using the blood from an Origin dino allows you to make Origin Trank arrows, which can be used to knock out any dino with one hit. This would be very useful to me for the rest of my adventure, as I didn't have to worry about the millions of torpor I would have to deal with regular sharks.
Alright, it's all Omega'd up. We're just gonna wait for it to knock out. Yes. Yes, boys. Oh shit. This thing looks sick, bro.
The viewers in my livestream were begging me to tame another demonic dino, as they are apparently much stronger than the Celestials. I decided to tame another demonic thorny dragon, and I hope this one would last a little longer than 5 minutes.
Is it running? There you go. It's out. It's still got like crazy stats. And this thing is giant.
While flying through the canyons on the morning of day 38, I spotted an Origin Spino, which I proceeded to drop bombs on until it was dead.
Get close to it. We got teleporter.
I stopped at home to drop off my loot, and I crafted a saddle for my demonic thorny dragon. I wanted to see what this thing was truly capable of. We posted up on a cliff above an Origin dire bear and unleashed a hail of explosive thorns. I must say, the Origin dinos truly stood no chance at all.
Jeez. I think we're gonna have to go and summon a Rex so that we can get more engrams.
I still needed to summon a few Origin dinos that I couldn't find on the map, which requires an artifact in the summoner recipe. I descended into a cave where the Ice Queen lived, which is where I would find my artifacts.
This thing stands no chance.
My Apex Indominus Rex ate it in just one bite, and we stole the artifacts from the queen.
Oh my god, it died in one shot.
Later, I summoned the Origin Rex, which again stood no challenge at all for my demonic lizard.
Let's summon it right here. Origin Rex has been summoned. Did I just summon it in the wall?
Bruh.
I feel like it might do a lot of damage. Oh shit, don't bite me, don't bite me. Oh yes, we killed it.
The progress I was making was busting, no cap. I continued farming artifacts and summoning more Origin dinos, only for them to be slain. Some of the Origin dinos, like the Wyvern, deal insane amounts of damage, but I was able to stay alive using the potions, which give you a massive amount of HP for up to 60 seconds.
Come on, bro. One more. There you go, it died.
With all of my tech engrams unlocked, I decided to craft a tech replicator and place it in the crafting station. I also made a transmitter and a generator, which would allow me to start scanning the map for rare dinos. With enough transmitters, I'd be able to pinpoint their location and go out and tame them.
You need at least 2 transmitters for a basic scan.
There was just one problem. Tech structures require a lot of black pearls, and I needed a dino that would allow me to go to the deepest part of the ocean so we could harvest them.
I missed. Okay, I hit it.
That's where on day 41, I tamed a demonic Caprosuchus, which has an excellent swimming capability.
Hell yeah, our second demonic. This thing is huge. Does it have another attack? That's it right there.
We swimmed our way down to the Tusoteuthis Trench, where I murdered the giant squids that were protecting all of the black pearls in the sunken ship.
An Alpha Tusoteuthis? and a bunch of other pussy tussies. So let's just kill these. What do you want, loser? Nothing, cause you're dead. What do you want, loser? Nothing, cause you're dead too. Oh, there's a bunch actually. There's some right here, a bit over here.
After returning home with the pearls, I crafted myself a tech teleporter to place in my base. Bars. I was tired of flying all over the map, and the teleporter would help with traveling at lightning speed. My other teleporter would be placed in the desert, since I seem to be visiting this place a lot for rare dinos and resources. I spent the rest of day 43 farming more metal and killing mantis for polymer. My second teleporter would be placed near a black pearl spawn, as I was sure I would need more of them in the future. On day 45, my viewers were arguing in the chat about which of the three methods were the most effective in harvesting polymer. The sword was first, and it was just alright.
Sword does 103.
The chainsaw was second, and it was better, but I feel like I still needed more.
272.
The last method was using a moss chops, and this thing was bussin' sheesh.
700. Holy shit, I should have been using.
But that's when I remembered there was a giant moss chops, and I just had to tame it and test it out. Let's just say I was not disappointed at all.
Holy shit. It got so much.
On day 48, I began crafting a second floor to expand my greenhouse, as I was going to need a lot more vegetables to make more kibble. I finally had enough transmitters to scan the map for rare dinos, and the first dino I scanned for was the fabled Griffcorn, otherwise known as the fastest dino in Primal Fear. Finding the Griffcorn was easy, but it was guarded by an apex dodo wyvern.
Oh, there's the Griffcorn. No, it's gonna get attacked by the apex dodo wyvern. I'll save you.
Griffcorns are only the fabled tier of dinos, so this one was knocked out pretty fast, and I didn't have to use an origin trank arrow.
Good night, motherfucker.
The Griffcorn was going to be amazing for hunting down rare dinos that I needed to find.
Ooh, this is gonna be nice.
I tamed myself a few high-level demonic thorny dragons, as I was preparing to fight two extremely powerful boss dinos, known as the Demonic Reaper and the Celestial Indominus Rex.
I'm gonna power up and then shoot it with an origin trank. Alright, it just knocked out. Oh, never mind. There you go. Holy shit. That's so much damage. 1,900. That's 35 points. Not bad. I bet we could get better though.
I then leveled the thorny dragons by killing primal and origin bosses.
Primal Allosaurus is dead though.
I also managed to find a boss dino called Artifacto the Great, who holds many artifacts. I was going to need these to summon a lot more origin dinos in order to summon the Demonic Reaper and Celestial Indominus.
Artifacto the Great was defeated. Did we get artifacts from it?
My thorny dragons were getting stronger and stronger with each dino they killed. I was taking down primal bosses with no problem at all, and I was even able to kill spirit dinos before they had the chance to attack me. I made sure to keep taming more celestial and demonic dinos, as although they were very strong, I still needed their eggs to tame dinos that had even more power.
Easiest celestial tame of my life.
On day 53, I found an otter swimming underneath my base. I fed him a fish and told him he could stay in my base as long as he wanted to.
Yay! We can ride it. Oh my god. Little otter. Woohoo! Look at him. He's so happy.
I farmed some metal so that I could place yet another teleporter, as my lazy ass was still tired of flying too far. I spent some time killing about 8 or 9 more origin dinos to finish farming the tributes, and I stopped by the Wyvern Trench to pretty much commit genocide.
Y'all wanna die? I'm just sniping them out of there.
On day 54, I made myself a tech suit, which would be very useful in flying around the base when I'm building. It would also help me attract all the girls. I started constructing my greenhouse and made sure to leave space for preserving bins on the other side. I also placed some dedicated storages in my crafting area to keep my resources a bit more organized. On day 56, I was scanning the map for more dinos and saw that an Omega Indominus Rex had spawned.
Holy shit. We have to get that right now.
Now, we already know that the Omega dinos are not necessarily the strongest dino, but come on, they look really cool.
We should be able to just go up to it and shoot an arrow at it.
and it's an Indominus Rex, so yeah, I ended up taming it. I mean, you can't tell me this wasn't worth it.
So the Omega is a little bit smaller than the Apex.
The next few days were mostly just fixing up and organizing my base, as well as breeding more dinos that would produce me more eggs.
Several days later.
Until day 63, when I noticed that a celestial wyvern had spawned at the wyvern trench.
Oh, there's a celestial wyvern.
It must have been after I committed that war crime earlier. Being the extreme gamer I am, I was able to hit the wyvern with an origin trank on the first try.
Oh, I hit it. It's out. Right. Whoa, we got milk from it.
Need some milk.
Level 269 swag.
There was a brief moment when I was trying to tame a fabled rock elemental. I was hoping to use it as a tank to take hits from the demonic reaper boss, but this thing was definitely not knocking out anytime soon.
I feel like this is not the way to tame it because this is not doing any torpor.
I felt like I was finally ready to fight the demonic reaper. My plan was to level my Omega Reaper into all HP, give it a potion, and let it tank all of the hits. My demonic thorny dragon would deal as much damage as possible. There was just one slight problem to this perfect plan. I may have gotten the steps mixed up.
I didn't mean to do that yet. No, that was an accident.
No.
I ended up spawning the Reaper before I'd even thrown out any of my dinos, so now all my dinos are in cryopods on my dead body. The Reaper is just roaming the desert freely. What? I tried taking my celestial wyvern over to retrieve my body.
What's that? Really?
I teleported back once again to try and save my wyvern.
Bruh.
Eventually I was smart enough to teleport over with a griffin and just fly straight up to avoid dying. I used the transfer tool to retrieve my dead body, and we were finally ready to fight this thing.
This is what I meant to do. Right there.
At first, it seemed as though I was quite the genius, and my plan was working flawlessly.
Let's see how our Reaper's doing. Our Reaper's good. We could finish this, guys.
That is, until it just wasn't anymore.
Oh shit, it died. It died. Oh shit, we are so dead. And I can't use the potions anymore.
The Reaper was so close to dying, so I woke up naked in my base for like the 5th time, and I tossed out another demonic thorny dragon. I used a few XP potions to level it up, and we teleported right over.
I forgot to power up. Boys, I forgot to power up.
Roasted.
I really didn't want to lose that thorny dragon, so I teleported over naked and was able to get it into a soul pod before I died.
Alright, we saved it.
Alrighty guys, 8th time's a charm, right?
I mean, I have another thorny. Let's just use this one. 7 million health, and the rest melee. Alright, let's power up this time. Okay, we are powered up. Oh god, we killed it. I almost like had an aneurysm.
I'm gonna be honest, that was probably a lot more stressful than it really needed to be.
You piece of shit. Demonic Empress. We got a lot of loot from it.
But in the end, I was rewarded with a tameable version of the demonic Reaper boss. Nothing could possibly go wrong at all.
I can shoot arrows off of the back of this thing. Are we powered up? Yes, we are powered up. We shot it once. And now we're healing. Oh my god, no!
Okay, well, at least I tamed the Reaper.
Dude, this thing is massive. Just like my cut.
The Reaper was so threatening because of its ability to throw flaming spikes that would do a massive amount of damage over time. I planned to use this Reaper to kill the Celestial Indominus Rex boss, but this time I did it in a much smarter way by giving myself the high ground.
I have the high ground!
The combination of the Reaper's flame spikes and my huge brain made the Indominus boss no problem at all.
Oh, that was easy. You weren't too bad. Then use a theory to get all this hide.
Now you're probably thinking, there's no way there could possibly be any bosses that are stronger than these ones, right? Wrong. The next boss has a huge jump in strength. The fourth most powerful bosses in Primal Fear were the Spirit and Chaos Guardians. Their damage output is unbelievable, and even my demonic Reaper would get killed in just one hit. So how was I going to beat them? Well, first, I needed to kill more Origin Dinos to farm the summoners for the Spirit and Chaos Guardians. Disclaimer, lots of Origin Dinos were harmed in the making of this video. On day 69, I needed to take a moment. This is one of the most important days of the entire journey. I grabbed a chair and I sat down. I took a good long look at all the progress I had made, and I started thinking about your mom. Now the recipe for a Guardian Summoner is quite extensive. It took me multiple days to farm it all up, so we're going to skip through some of that for the sake of my video retention, so don't fast forward. Please. I need the money. A summoner costed me 100 of each blood, 50 of each feather, 15 celestial and demonic souls, 8 origin souls, 1 celestial and demonic boss soul, and 2 artifacts. Now back to the plan. How was I going to beat these bosses? Well, like I said, my Reaper would get killed in just one hit. How would I know that, you might ask? Well, I summoned the boss in the Wyvern Trench hoping it would get stuck inside the cave. And then I found out the hard way that the Spirit Dinos are way stronger than I thought.
Oh my god.
But then I remembered another cave that wasn't too far from the Wyvern Trench. The entrance wasn't big enough for the Guardian to fit through, but it was big enough for me to throw explosive spikes with my demonic Thorny Dragon. I placed a motorboat inside the cave since there was no ground I could stand on. This is where my Thorny Dragon would be.
If we're right here, there's no way it can fit.
I hopped on my Griffcorn and lured the Guardian to the cave.
Come here, boy. Yes. Perfect.
The Guardians have over 750 million health, so this whole process of luring it back to the cave and constantly pelting it with thorns took around 15 minutes.
I think it worked, guys. There you go. Oh, it's very close to dead. There you go. But now we have the orb learned.
The plan worked so well that I'm sure you wouldn't be surprised if I told you I did the exact same thing for the Chaos Guardian.
Oh my god, this thing is fast.
Defeating these Guardians grants me the ability to craft Spirit and Chaos Orbs, which finally allows me to harness true power.
So we can make the orbs now. So there's a Spirit Orb. It should be pretty easy, I hope, to knock it out. We just need one arrow.
There seems to be a consensus in the Primal Fear community that the Spirit Virgins do much more damage because of their bombs that do tick damage.
There, it's coming for me now.
I found myself a Spirit Wyvern at the Wyvern Trench and knocked it out with an Origin Trank arrow.
I hit it. Let's go, boys. Let's go. I'm literally cracked. I think it just knocked out in the ocean. No! No! Give it a tame helper and an orb.
Easy. But like, damn, this thing's nuts. Look at this. Holy crap.
Holy shit. It's got like some kind of electric breath that just obliterates everything. Oh, is that a Chaos Wyvern? Wait, should we try and tame this Chaos Wyvern? It's 165. Yeah, we'll let it do its thing over there. And we'll go get back and get some orbs and stuff.
Back at base, I gave the Spirit Wyvern even more power by using S+ mutators, which would in general give it about a 20% boost in health and damage. We made it, boys. We are finally in the end game. There are 3 bosses I need to beat before I can take on the strongest boss that brought all of these creatures here in the first place. There is Pikkon the Creator, a giant flying eel, Nova the Destroyer, a Reaper morphed with a dodo that has powers from hell, and finally, the Colossus Elementals, Fire, Ice, Electric, and Poison. With the powers of Spirit and Chaos, I set out to defeat these bosses one by one. I first started with Nova the Destroyer.
But it's whatever. I can't even see it. I literally can't even see it.
The fight seemed to be pretty straightforward as I would launch balls of destruction down to the Reaper Dodo.
Oh god. So much light going on, dude. Is my stream okay, guys? Are you guys still able to see? Holy shit, it did so much damage. It does so much damage. It bit me one time.
What I did not know is that it had a nuclear bomb with residual effects that was sure to instantly kill me.
God.
I guess you truly never stop dying in Primal Fear. I was forced to search the Wyvern Scar in the Highlands for another Spirit Wyvern.
Come on, come straight on. That's what she said. Dude, I missed. I have 2 arrows left, boys. I have 2 arrows. I have to do this. I got it, I got it.
It wasn't as high level, but I knew it would have to do for now.
Oh, it tames right away. At least we have a second one. It's 195. I'll take it. We're doing massive damage here. Oh yeah, that's a lot. It's dead.
Let's go!
Look at the body. That's what you get, Nova the Destroyer, for being a big piece of crap.
Killing the Destroyer gave me a token that was able to descend one demonic dino into its fallen form, which is a much more powerful version and it looks sick.
What's happening to it?
What? What? This thing looks sick. I was able to hatch the egg that the Destroyer dropped when it died.
Holy shit, this egg is big.
Nova the Destroyer.
I'm gonna name it Baby.
I spent the next few days harvesting all of the tributes needed to summon Pikkon the Creator.
Raptor and Spino. They should die like instantly.
The demonic Reaper Empress was killed as easily as ever with my Spirit Wyvern, and once my Destroyer was raised, I had no problem killing dinos like the Celestial Indominus Rex in just one bomb.
I hate that it has so much knockback. Is it dead?
Bruh.
Is it dead or is it knocked out?
On day 80, I found yet another otter roaming around my base. I brought him a big fish and told him that he could stay as long as he wanted.
Alpha Otter just running around in my base. Yeah.
Pikkon the Creator was ready to be fought, but there was one big problem that I quickly found out when I summoned him. I was unable to deal any damage with my bombs because the giant eel was just flying away.
Wait, why is it just like floating in the air? What the flip?
I tried luring him to the ground, but that didn't work out for me too well.
Now it's coming for me.
I needed the help of the Chaos Wyvern that I spotted at the trench earlier.
There it is. It's still there.
So I returned and forced him to join my team.
We hit it. Let's go, boys. I'm cracked. This thing is ultra fast. There you go. It's out.
The Chaos Wyvern's bombs will explode on impact instead of on the ground, which meant fighting Pikkon the Creator in the air was possible. I did have to try my best to avoid the blue balls that spawned, since they paralyzed me and sent me flying to the ground.
Oof.
Oh shoot, no, I'm stuck,
No, no, no. Not like this. Oh. We got out. That was so lucky. That was way too lucky. It's almost dead.
It took a while, but I was able to defeat the beast.
Oh, nice, nice. It's dead.
Similar to the destroyer, I was granted an ascension token that I used on my celestial griffin.
Yes. Oh, he looks so sick. Oh my god. This thing is sick.
Now the Colossus Elementals were going to be an even bigger challenge. Each of them have 2 billion health. There had to be something stronger than my Spirit Wyvern. That's when I remembered a whole new class of dinos I had not tamed yet, the boss dinos. I spent some time scanning the map and taming manticores, dragons, and broodmothers. I then tamed the alpha and the apex variants of each boss. To save me from using Origin Trank arrows, I used the Manticore to knock out as much boss dinos as I could.
Oh, finally. That took like almost a full day. Got our first apex boss.
I spent lots of time cooking prime meat and turning it into jerky, as jerky was part of the recipe for the boss kibble. Day and night, I was constantly searching and taming more and more bosses. I crafted hundreds of preserving bins to increase my jerky production.
Cooking as much as we can.
You're probably wondering, what on earth could I possibly be doing all of this for? Are all these boss dinos going to kill the Colossus Elementals? Nearly 10 full days of grinding led to the creation of this singular item, the Spirit Boss Kibble. There's only one tameable dino stronger than the spirits, and it's the Spirit Bosses.
Yeah, that's definitely it. 8.7 million health. Okay, no big deal.
The Spirit Manticore is able to deal astronomical amounts of damage, and it can stay in the air and away from danger when it needs to be.
Because if I get hit one time and I'm dead, that's gonna kind of suck. We just gotta YOLO swag it, right, boys? Okay, we hit it. We hit it. Oh my god. Holy crap. Dude, I can't even see it. I don't even know where it went. It's just like a ball of light. I think it knocked out. Yeah. Alright, let's see what attacks we got.
The Spirit Manticore makes Origin dinos look like dodos, and anything its spikes touches gets obliterated.
That's gotta be illegal.
On day 97, I summoned the Fire Colossus.
Oh my god, that thing is massive. Just like my penis.
This fight was nothing short of an absolute murder. I did have to kill the minions that it summoned, but they dropped like flies out of the sky.
It's dead. Let's get close to it just in case we get loot. Oh, dude, too easy. That was too easy. This brood mother wants to smoke.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
That thing died in one hit.
Next was the Poison Colossus that I was sure was going to be an easy kill.
Holy shit! Looks so fat and ugly.
But the Poison Colossus roar had dropped my Manticore to the ground, and the poison minions surrounded me,
Did I just get grounded? Oh shoot.
which dealt torpor to my character, and eventually I knocked out and died off the back of my Manticore.
I can't move. What? What am I stuck by? I just knocked out. Dude, come on.
I was extremely lucky that I was able to fly by and whistle my Manticore out of danger.
Oh shoot. Yes. Come this way.
I may have the strongest team in the game, but it doesn't mean I'm invincible. I spent the rest of the time fighting the Colossus with extreme caution, maintaining the perfect distance away.
Thank God it died.
The Electric Colossus and Ice Colossus use the same exact strategies of maintaining my distance and dropping bombs below. There you go. Oh, that was easy. I stood quietly on the morning of day 100, knowing I was close to finishing. All of the farming, taming, breeding, and killing has led up to this moment.
Pikkons Revenge.
Oh my god, this thing is massive. The giant kaiju was constantly spawning orbs that, if I touched them, would dismount me and mean certain death. To avoid these, I flew in a perfect circle and hailed my explosive spikes. Oh. Oh shoot. We're really close. Let's see if we can get out of this. Oh shoot. No, 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 no. Oh, that was really close. Jesus Christ. Need to be careful. He's dead. Yes. Little fireworks show. And with that, I have defeated Primal Fear in 100 days. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I hope this video was able to entertain you, give you a good laugh, or make your day a little better. Sometimes all you need is another reason to smile. Anyways, your mom called. She was telling me about how my